And just like that, the season is fucking over. What a horrible, horrible, horrible loss to the Chicago fucking Bears. Unfucking believable. The worst loss in my lifetime, easily. The most pissed I've ever felt after a game. 2014, I was so fucking pissed off too. And that had higher stakes. Winner goes to the Super Bowl. I don't know if this team wins the Super Bowl this year. But like the famous words of Kanye West, I guess we'll never know. But this was one of the worst fucking losses I've ever felt in my entire fucking life. The Bears just completely destroyed my favorite franchise, my favorite sports team in the entire world. As you can see, I live and die by this team. I live play by play with this team. Since I was a little kid, my first ever game I ever attended, 1998 Green Bay Packers against the Chicago Bears at Soldier Field, 1998. First ever game at Lambeau Field, 2003, against the Detroit Lions. I'll never forget it. Going there with my pops. It was the best time of my life. I had a religious football experience when I went there. I got to watch my favorite team win a Super Bowl when I was 18 years old. It was the best feeling I've ever had. This is rock fucking bottom. And I get it. It is the worst feeling in the world, and there's been a lot of things going against the Green Bay Packers this year, but they absolutely choked on the fucking biggest dick in the fucking entire world against the Chicago fucking Bears. They were up 21 to fucking 3 at halftime. Should have been 24 to fucking 3 at halftime. Brandon McManus misses a 55 fucking yarder. Those are fucking chip shots nowadays. Fucking Brandon Mc fucking anus. Fucking piece of shit. Gosh. As you can tell, I'm so frustrated right now. The special teams is absolutely just the fucking disrespect. Special teams, are you fucking kidding me? Honestly, are you fucking kidding me? The fucking unseriousness that this organization has for special teams is truly, truly asinine. Blasphemy. Unheard of. Clearly, they shouldn't even be practicing special teams because you know what? It'd be better than what they fucking put out now. Might as well use that time on the fucking offense or defense. Literally, do not take special teams seriously. And you fucking paid the highest special teams coach of all time in the NFL currently, Rich fucking Bisaccia. Pack your fucking bags. Take the train back to Chicago because you ain't flying back. You're getting shit canned, without a doubt. There's a lot of people getting shit canned. This team got destroyed right through the heart. As Wayne Larrivee says when the Packers win, that is your dagger. That's what the Bears just did to the heart of the Green Bay Packers. Now you let fucking piss fucker Ben Johnson fucking talk shit about your team. The Green Bay Packers, we saw the clips. All the post-game clips. Him talking shit about the Packers. Fucking bulletin board material. It's time to fucking put up or shut up. But not this season. It's over now. The Green Bay Packers season is over. Because they choked on the biggest fucking moment, just like how the Packers do. This is the Green Bay Packers in the playoffs. They choke every fucking time. And how disappointing is that? That's why I had to have said this last year in the playoff loss against Philadelphia. This is why I love that 2010 team, because they found a fucking way. Not any of these teams fucking in the past 15 years, though. Everyone wants to shit. The fucking Rodgers hater, the Packers fans who are Rodgers haters, go piss off. That dude just brought you a championship. You know how hard it is to win a championship? You guys, any of you guys shitting on Rodgers, just leave. Fucking humiliating loss by the Packers. Up 20 to 21 to 6, 21 to 3. They're up 27 to 16 with like 6 minutes left, and you fucking lost to the fucking Bears. You literally got them right where the Bears want them. Fucking come back. Just, you can't make this shit up. But you can, because it's the fucking Green Bay Packers. This is their DNA to their core. Because Matt fucking LaFleur is not it. I'm calling it now. Matt should be fired without a doubt after this game. Any way you fucking go around it, Packers fans, it all goes back. Whatever, narrative you want to go, road, excuses, anything around this bubble, and you go any different direction of why we lost this game, it all goes back to, and Matt LaFleur needs to be fired without a doubt. Without a fucking doubt. This team, who would have thought this team would have peaked after week 2? Going 2-0 against the Detroit Lions, NFC North champions, the Washington Commanders, who were in the NFC Championship game last year. You go 2-0 against them. You got Micah Parsons. Who would have thought that this would be the peak of the NFL season for the Packers? Then they go 7-8-1 for the rest of the year. Just what a horrible. There's no way to put it about it. This was a horrible, horrible season. Man, I'm so upset right now. I'm so bummed out. There's going to be major changes. Major changes. There's going to be so many guys gone. So many guys gone. So many guys fired with no cap space and no first round pick for the next 2 years, which that's fine because I'd rather have fucking Micah Parsons than some of these first round picks. I give some of them credit though right now. Matthew Golden got his first ever touchdown in the NFL against the Bears, and probably the best play of the year for the Packers. And I thought it was the dagger. It was the touchdown to get them up to 27-16. Matthew Golden broke 6 to 7 Bears defenders to get on a screen to get a touchdown. Shows how bad that kid wanted that touchdown. He's gonna be a fucking star. Mark my words. Clip this if he doesn't. I don't give a shit. What a fucking nice moment for Matthew Golden. And Jordan Morgan, sounded like through PFF he only had one hurry all game. And then Lucas Van Ness had a huge strip sack. Would have nice if we recovered it against Caleb Williams, but the ball, that's just how the ball bounced. And honestly, who would have thought the Bears didn't get a fucking turnover and we lost this game? Fucking what? The Bears' highest leading rusher of the day had 50 yards. Kyle Monunga had like only 20 yards, and we lost the game. Who would have thought? Because it's the Green Bay Packers. They find every way to fucking lose. Every fucking year at this time. It makes me fucking sick. These fans deserve a championship. This is the most beat up fan base I've ever fucking seen. We get tortured like no other's business. Hey, you got 2 Hall of Fame quarterbacks. No. This is, if it's one, everything, it's always something. We had Rodgers. Defense is horrible. Horrible. 21 fucking worst NFL special teams in the history of the NFL ever. Worst special teams ever in 2021. It's always something. David Bakhtiari gets injured. Zach Thomas is inactive today. Micah Parsons tears his ACL. Tucker Kraft tears his ACL or his Achilles. It's terrible. Fucking Jordan Love had a nice game, though, today. Fucking 4 touchdowns, and he was this close of getting 5 touchdowns and having an all-time game winner against the Bears. Just slight. Just couldn't connect with him and Watson on that last final series. Would have caught it, would have been an all-time win. And obviously this right here wouldn't be happening right now. Fucking Jaden Reed, catch the fucking ball. If Jaden Reed catches that ball on that final series, we have it at the 25-yard line with a timeout and 50 seconds. Gosh, I bet your ass we win that game too. Shout out Romeo Doubs. He's not going to be on the team next year. He's gone. But Romeo Doubs, playoff Romeo Doubs, always shows up. He earned my respect today. I still think he's gone, and I don't necessarily want him on this team. I think we need to go a different direction, without a doubt. We need some players now. We need some ball players. I'm sick and tired of being the youngest team. 3 straight years being the youngest team. 3 straight years of being the 7th seed in the playoffs. I'm sick and tired of it. That 2010 team had a lot of young guys, but they also had a bunch of veterans too. Veterans like Charles Woodson, leader. And it translated into young Clay Matthews, leader. A young Aaron Rodgers, leader. We need some veteran leadership on this team. And it all goes now back to Matt LaFleur. What are you going to do, buddy? What are you going to do? Because the way I see it, the Kyle Shanahans of the world fucking consume your brain. The Dan Campbells of the world consume your brain. Now you're going to let Ben Johnson, fucking bozo Ben Johnson, get in your brain and talk shit about the Green Bay Packers, and you're just going to waddle up and try to shake hands. Good game. Fucking, it's time for a change. I don't know how Matt recovers. Matt's a nice guy. He's done great things for this organization. He will get a job right away from somebody. If it's going to be with the Miami Dolphins, because the Dolphins just signed signed their new GM, who is, pro development scout at the Packers this year. He's going to be their new GM. Maybe he goes to Miami. Or he could go to the Tennessee Titans, start off with a young quarterback. He was former OC for the Tennessee Titans prior to coming to Green Bay. He can go to Atlanta, where he's been a quarterback's coach, where now Matt Ryan is the new president of football operations for Atlanta. Matt Ryan was coached by quarterback's coach Matt LaFleur. Oh, by the way, what did they do? Oh, they went and lost the Super Bowl up 28-3 against the New England Patriots and lost that Super Bowl. Because it's in Matt LaFleur's DNA of losing and choking in these situations. I knew as soon as Brandon McManus missed that 55-yard kick to go into halftime that we were going to lose, without a doubt. Without a fucking doubt. In the back of my brain, I'm like, that's it. We're going to lose. And this is the key to what I'm trying to say right now. We need to find guys or coaches, or Jordan Love needs to. I thought Jordan played a great game. I thought he was not the problem today, but somebody in that fucking offense, defense, or coaching staff, when the tides are getting turned and the momentum is shifted, somebody's got to step up and flip that momentum right back. We don't have that on this team. We haven't had it in 15 years. Clay Matthews was that guy in the Super Bowl 45, when he busted and got that fumble on Rashad Mendenhall, the Pittsburgh Steelers, that changed the tide. Pittsburgh was all but going to win that Super Bowl until Clay Matthews, the famous quote by linebackers coach Kevin Green, "It is time." He said that to Clay Matthews. Clay Matthews got the fumble and changed the tides. Momentum was on Steelers' side, and we got it back. We needed to have that in this team, this generation of players. Who's it going to be? Who's going to step up? Who are we going to sign that's going to be that guy? You know what sucks? We don't have much money this year. We got a $50 million quarterback who I like, but also needs to keep improving. It's so unfortunate, man. The weird thing is, I would have liked Green Bay's chances against Seattle. I know it's biased Packers fan, but you're telling me you trust Sam Darnold in the fucking playoffs? I don't. It's disgusting, man. I just like Green Bay's chances that they would have won, even with all the injuries. You're telling me, like, I picked Jordan Love. He's better than, in my opinion, Matthew Stafford, Brock Purdy, freaking Jalen Hurts. I picked. Unfortunate situation. Unfortunate situation. Man, this season just went down the shithole so fast. And it kind of all started after that week 2 win, and Rasheed Walker, left tackle, said, I think we're going to go undefeated. Fucking idiot. That's what the fucking Bears players used to do in the past. That's the shit they would fucking say. We are not that. We are not that team. We are not those guys. We should not be drafting those type of fucking guys on our team that talk shit like that. Let me take that back. I want to draft culture guys, but talking stupid like that, saying we're going to go undefeated, get that fucking player out of here. And he will be gone. Rasheed Walker will not be with the Packers next year. He did great stuff for being a 7th round pick. Congrats, Brian Gutekunst. But you're out. This season went down the shitter as soon as he did that. And then you got guys like Nate Hobbs. What a fucking joke. He's like, oh, I don't think we're, after the Broncos loss, I don't see us losing a game at all for the rest of the year. Literally went on to lose 4 more games and didn't win a single game after that because we are the Green Bay Packers. And that's what happens. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I'm trying to not be Debbie Downer, but this fucking was terrible. This is the worst loss I've ever felt in my life. The most sad I've ever felt in my life. When it comes to sports, I should reiterate that point because it's just sports. But as guys, we all know that sports is a big part of a lot of people's lives, and it is for me, clearly, as you can see. But losing to your rival, we should have fucking owned them, but instead you let them come back, drive on all the way down the field. Now they fucking think they're king shit, and you know what? Let them have their moment. They deserve it. We cannot say anything else because we choked as hard and as normally as we do. So what can we say? It is what it is. If it would have been the Panthers or the Rams or the 49ers, I would have felt fucking just like this too, but having it be against the Bears, it's terrible. That's just the worst thing ever. Yeah, I don't know what you do at the head coaching situation. As far as finding new guys, I mean, there's guys like Clint Kubiak, who's I think the OC for the Seattle Seahawks. He's kind of a fun hire. He comes from that Shanahan tree, kind of like Matt LaFleur. I just heard Mike LaFleur, offensive coordinator for the Rams, is getting interviewed this week for another job, for a head coaching job. That'd be funny. Fire Matt LaFleur and get Mike LaFleur, right? That'd be just something. But I think we need culture. We need a culture change. We need a situation where we change this franchise's culture and get. I love these high athlete RAS scored draft prospects, but I also want less RAS, more RAS as in relatively asshole scores. Like, I want those assholes on my team, not cheap dickhead. I want those tough SOBs that are going to be trying to tackle every single second of every single play, not like Keyshawn Nixon jumping out of the way of DeAndre Swift, letting him score a touchdown. He literally made an executive decision to jump out of the way to let DeAndre Swift run in for the touchdown. Look at the clip. Somebody pull up the clip. Rashawn Gary, I didn't think he had a terrible game, but there is so many clips already surfacing of him jogging as Caleb Williams is sprinting as hard as he can, as he normally does, rolling out, trying to make a play. Rashawn Gary is just jogging because he thinks he's not. I want guys who are running at full speed every single play. No matter if it's if he's not going to get it. Watch that clip too. Man, he could have got him if he sprinted, but he didn't. Going to be a lot of changes. Rashawn Gary, you're gone. Keyshawn Nixon. Keyshawn Nixon has just a too valuable contract that we're underpaying him, so we're probably not going to get rid of him. But gosh, I'm done. I'm done with Keyshawn Nixon. But then also we don't have enough money at all to pay for any cornerbacks, and expecting Brian to draft 6 hits in the draft is going to be damn near impossible. It just is. So many changes are going to happen. So many changes. I really think Matt LaFleur is going to get fired. I kind of sidetracked there, but options. If Matt LaFleur gets fired, I want a culture guy like a Brian Flores. I know he's got all the stuff, his legal situation. It kind of was never came to surface if that's all figured out, but I know he was ironically interviewed for the Packers head coaching job during the Matt LaFleur cycle, and ultimately they picked Matt. And in that press conference, they said Matt was the definitive head coach, and he was the clear-cut best interview. But man, give me something like Brian Flores, and then give me an offensive coordinator. I don't know if it's like a Mike McDaniel, if it's a Clint Kubiak, if it's somebody needs to be the head coach, because Matt does not focus on the defense at all. He just focuses on the offense. And I think we need a head coach that will instill the culture in both the offense and the defense. And then you let your true offensive coordinators run the plays and set up the scheme and let those guys work and call the plays while you focus on all the other things, the challenges, the situational choices, going for it on 4th down, not going for it on 4th down, kicking field goals when you're supposed to, that type of stuff. Matt is just too emotional and has too much shit going on, and you don't have guys like Rich Bisaccia doing his job, helping him out. As the associate head coach, he's not doing his fucking job per usual. Rich Bisaccia, get off my fucking team. Some of the lowest lows I've felt as a Packers fan. And I have Micah fucking Parsons on my team. And I got Jordan Love on my team. And I got Christian Watson on my team. I shouldn't be this upset, but you should be. The Green Bay Packers should be doing more, and they don't have it. They don't have that toughness. They don't. They're getting beat in the trenches. I thought they did well. Like I said, stopping the run today, I thought they did great. But they're too small. They're getting out physical. That's what I'm trying to say. Is they're getting out physical at the line of scrimmages, both offensively and defensively. And not enough people are talking about this offensive line, how they played like shit all year long. It's getting talked about, but not as much. That's number one. Fix this offensive line. And it started with moving Elton Jenkins at center to start the year. What a dumb move. I don't care if he played center in college. The last 6 years he was at fucking guard or tackle. Why put him at center? And I know hindsight's 20/20. And I'm hoping that Sean Ryan, who left the game at that final drive, was out. That cost them the 10-second runoff, which, by the way, Matt, why didn't you save a fucking timeout? instead of calling a timeout like randomly in that drive. You could have saved that timeout and stopping that 10-second runoff and saving those extra 10 seconds gives you so much more life. Would have made that last play a little bit more manageable, I think, without a doubt. I hope Sean Ryan didn't sustain like a big injury. Nothing has come about that yet. But Sean Ryan was playing nice center, I thought, for the most part, since replacing Elton Jenkins coming off a season injured leg. Man, Aaron Banks, I don't think you played good football this year for the fucking contract that you got. I think that needs to be discussed if he should be on the team. Cut him, and you might take a salary cap hit, but we need a whole new different line. The only good guy on this offensive line right now is Zach Tom, who was injured and didn't, like I mentioned earlier, didn't play today. That hurt. Not having your best offensive lineman, not having a top 3 tight end in the NFL, not having a top 3 defensive player in the league hurt you. A lot of things hurt you. But the biggest, I thought, was Matt LaFleur in this offensive line. Just despicable shit, man. Despicable shit. I don't really know where to go from here. Usually how I cope from these type of situations, I immediately go into draft process, which, by the way, I will be continuing for the first time ever making draft portfolios and videos of guys who I like in this upcoming pre-draft process, and it's going to be nice because I don't have to study a lot of the first-round picks this year. So stay tuned because if you want to do me a monster favor, like this video and put the bell notification on so you can get my videos every single time. There's going to be a lot of draft stuff, so I really appreciate it if you stay along with this ride. But yeah, not really sure what to do, because normally I dive straight into draft process after these games. That's just my coping mechanism. Today I just have to sit here and live in this moment, because this sucks. This sucks. I will not be watching football. I'm just that type of fan, I guess, now. Man, somebody please beat the Bears, for fuck's sake. Watch them win it. Disgusting. You cannot let that team wear those fucking cheese grater hats, those fans fucking slicing that cheese. Is that what you fucking want? Come on. That Caleb Williams sticking his fucking tongue out, slicing the cheese, the corniest shit I've ever seen. Fucking people, Iceman. The Packers literally just gave that game. I'm sick of this shit, man. I'm sick of this shit. Every fucking year we do this. Every year we do this. We lose in the biggest moments. Meanwhile, you get fucking teams like San Francisco who are so injured as well. No Joey Bosa, no George Kittle, fucking no Brock Purdy for a lot of the chunk of the season, no Trent Williams for the past couple games, and they're still winning because Kyle Shanahan has that DNA. He might not win the Super Bowl every year, but he's at least getting there. I would like to, and I'm sure a lot of you Packer fans would want to go to the Super Bowl. Let's at least go to the Super Bowl. I'm sick and tired of this. We should not be losing 3 out of our last 4 games against the Bears. And I get it. One of those games, all the fucking the Packers played fucking their backups one of the whole time. But regardless, we should not be losing to that team. That's all you're doing is giving them fucking more confidence. Fucking keep the gas on the pedal. But they're not, because that's not what they do. Matt preaches about it every single fucking time he's at the podium. We got to keep the fucking foot on the throat, but he never fucking does. And what does he say? Oh, we gotta remember this. This is what our players have to do in the off season with the dog days when you're tired and you don't want to work out and train. You got to remember these moments. Yeah, no shit. And then you know what? Fucking people are gonna forget by the time next playoffs happens, because this happens every single fucking time. Every single fucking time. 2020 against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, a devastating loss. 2021 against the 49ers, you're a Super Bowl contending team. Devastating loss because of your fucking special teams that you don't fucking take seriously. 2022 in a fucking win it all, go home to make it to the playoffs against the Detroit Lions, who are eliminated from postseason. In Aaron Rodgers' last game as a Green Bay Packer at Lambeau Field, you fucking lose it. Because fucking Matt is not that guy. He's not that alpha who can figure out and flip the momentum. Fucking 2023, we should have fucking steamrolled San Francisco to make it to the NFC Championship. But we as Packers fans were all cool with it because that was his first year with Jordan Love, and it's only going to go up from here. Well, it didn't, because the very fucking next year we lose to the fucking world champions in the first round because you guys want to fucking twiddle your thumbs. There's a lot of other stuff that happened, a lot of context, but everybody knows. And now this year, even with the injuries, you should have beat that team down south, and you didn't. You didn't. Because you fucking choke every single time. What you gonna do now? That's my question. This is the biggest, bar none, the biggest decision in the Packers' history about to happen. The previous was when Bob Harlan, Green Bay royalty Bob Harlan, made the decision to sign Ron Wolf. It is now time for new president of the Green Bay Packers, Ed Policy, to make a decision. Are you going to keep Matt LaFleur and sign him to an extension? Or are you going to fire him and change the culture of this team? It's not an easy decision. In fact, it's one of the hardest decisions he's going to ever have to make. And he's going to have to make it under his first year as the new president. This is why you sign up for those jobs, to make these decisions. I love Matt, but he needs to do the right thing and get rid of him. Change this culture. And I get there's unity there with him and Jordan Love, because firing Matt, Jordan would now need to learn a whole new offense with a whole new coaching staff. But who gives a shit? Adam Stinovich does nothing as OC. He doesn't call the plays. He just stands there. Luke Buckus is the worst offensive line coach, probably because his last name's Buckus. Fuck the Bears. Yeah. There'd be a whole new coaching staff if you fired Matt. There's a lot of repercussions that happen. It'd be a whole new team, too. But you hire the right guy and do your job. Hire the right guy, and you still have the core guys going forward. The Jordan Loves, the Micah Parsons, the Xavier McKinneys, the Tucker Crafts, the Zach Toms, the Edgerrin Cooper. Edgerrin Cooper, I didn't mention today, certified dog. You got Evan Williams. You got those core guys that you can move forward with a new head coach that can instill a culture, instill a mindset that We are not going to stop until the whistle's blown. We are not going to stop till double zeros are on the board. We are not going to stop until the whistle is blown and we look up at the scoreboard and we're winning, not them. It's a big decision, but it needs to be done. And I get it. And some Packers fans aren't going to agree with me, and that's okay. But I feel it is time to fire Matt LaFleur. Listening to a podcast saying, from a former NFL player who said, how long does it last for an NFL coach to lose his voice in a locker room? And he said 7 years. This is year 7 for Matt LaFleur. Next year will be year 8. Not saying he lost that voice, but it is time to change the DNA of this titled town culture. This titled town culture needs to be changed because we haven't won a title. We haven't won a title in 15 effing years. And I'm sick and tired of losing to that fucking team down south.